What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Here is my third half of my top 10 anticipated movies of 2019. Now, I recently put out to 91, and I also got put up 90 through 81. So now I'm gonna do my top 100 from 80 to 71. So that being said, here's my list. Coming in at number 80 is Missing Link. Now this is from the company Laika, I'm at, which this stuff like Coraline, Paranorman, and Kubo and the Two Strings. This film here features the voice talents of sorry. Anyway, this features the voices of Zach Galifianakis, Hugh Jackman, Zoe Saldana, Stephen Fry, Emma Thompson, Timothy Olyphant, Matt Lucas, and a few more. And is also directed by Chris Butler, who directed the aforementioned Paranorman, also from Leica. This actually looks like it could be really cute. It looks really charming. Good voice cast, like I already mentioned. Leica, I really like as a company. I've really liked some of the stuff they've done. The story in this film also sounds pretty cool. I think that could be interesting. Now, the movie comes out in April, and if it's well received, I guarantee you this film probably will have a 50-50 shot at getting a nomination at the Oscars for Best Animated Feature. Because really, we haven't had a Leica movie since Kubo, so it's always nice to see a new Leica film coming. Like, the only Leica film that I thought was not so good was The Box Trolls. I know there's actually lots of people who like The Box Trolls, but to me, it was actually Leica's worst film, in my opinion. But other than that, I've loved everything else they've done. Alright, coming in at number 79 is The Tax Collector. Now, I have no idea what this movie is even going to be about, but there's few reasons why I'm looking forward for this. For one, it's directed by David Ayer, who directed Suicide Squad, and I know this is getting a controversy, but I really like Suicide Squad. I know Suicide Squad has its haters, and I know lots of people don't like the movie at all, but me, I really dug Suicide Squad. And David Ayer directed other stuff before Suicide Squad. He did And The Watch and that movie Fury. Now this sorry. Now in The Tax Collector, David Ayer reteams with his Fury star Shia LaBeouf. And Shia LaBeouf in Fury, he was in a movie with Brad Pitt and Michael Pena and loads of other people. But get this, Shia LaBeouf was actually the best part of the whole movie. And I've saw photos of what Shia LaBeouf is gonna look like in The Tax Collector. He looks awesome. Now, Shia LaBeouf does so much stupid stuff in the past and all, but I gotta say the guy is a terrific actor. I mean, the thing about Shia, he does the stuff he does and says is usually always so dumb and very douchey, and it kind of overtakes of his talent, because he's a really terrific actor. If you guys never seen the movie American Honey, get on that because he's really good. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what The Tax Collector is even gonna be about, and yeah, I mean, The Tax Collector could be something interesting. All I know is it's mainly a crime drama, and I believe Shia LaBeouf is the tax collector, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, they don't really have a synopsis or anything about this film. So, all right, coming in at number 78 is Ad Astra. Now, the synopsis for this sounds cool. Let me read it. Army Corps engineer Roy McBride embarks on a mission across the galaxy to discover the truth about his father, who disappeared in space 20 years ago while searching for signs of alien life. Though he was once presumed dead, new evidence suggests Roy's father may still be alive, hiding within an abandoned power plant on a distant planet, and that he could potentially pose a dangerous threat to the entire universe. That sounds really cool, and it sounds original. Like, this movie is not based on a book. It's not based on. It's not a remake. Nothing. It's not a sequel. It's an original film. So this is for everyone who always says, "Oh, Hollywood don't have any original ideas anymore." Guess what? This is original. Unless if we see the trailer and find out that it's a rip off of The Martian, then maybe that could be the story. But overall, I think this sounds really cool. It sounds original, fascinating, and it has a cool cast. I mean, you got Brad Pitt in here. It's always a given to have Brad Pitt in anything. Tommy Lee Jones is in this. Ruth Negga, Donna Sutherland, John Ortiz, Kimberly Elise. Oh, and Jamie Kennedy is in this. So maybe this could be a good comeback for Jamie Kennedy because I think he needs it, especially after that Garbage Fest movie he did, Son of the Mask. He really needs to come back. So yeah, I think Ad Astra could be maybe the next Martian or Gravity. It has the potential to be that. All right, coming in at number 77 is Rambo 5. Which is called Rambo 5 Last Blood. Now this retains Sylvester Stallone back as his iconic role John Rambo. Paz Vega is in this. It's directed by Adrian Grunberg, who directed the Mel Gibson movie Get the Gringo. I've really dug the Rambo movies, especially the last one. The last one is actually the most violent of the Rambo movies. It is loads of fun. If you guys never really seen any of the Rambo films, check them out. They're, pure action fun. And I mean, it's pretty cool to see Sylvester Stallone reprise his role as his iconic roles. He returned to play Rocky in both Creed and Creed 2. And he'll most likely play Barney again in Expendables 4 if that ever gets made. I'm still waiting for a Tango and Cash sequel, but God knows if that's ever going to happen. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, Rambo the Last Blood. I mean, it's going to be like the last Rambo movie for Stallone, so cannot wait to see Rambo on the big screen. Because, I was not around when the other Rambo movies came out, and I was pretty young when Rambo 4 got released. So I'm down to see Rambo on the big screen. Coming in at number 76 is God knows that this movie is even going to come out. Number 76 is New Mutants. Now, this was actually one of my anticipated movies of last year, by the way. And it was my anticipated movie for this year. But Fox, of course, delayed it a couple of times. I mean, it was originally supposed to come out last year in 2017. Then it got pushed back to, I think, April. Then it got pushed back again to February 2019. And now it's coming out in August of 2019. I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure if this is either going to hedge theaters or just the streaming service, but I'm hoping we see this one because I've really dug that trailer that got released for this few years back. You know, that creepy rendition of that song. We don't need no education. That's a creepy rendition. And also, it's directed by Josh Boone, who last directed Fault in Our Stars, which crazy that was his last film. That's something. Like with the success of Fault in Our Stars, you would have expected him to maybe direct more stuff. But hopefully, New Mutants will be pretty good. Oh, sorry. Anyway, and New Mutants has few good supporting casts. Like you got Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones fame, Anna Taylor Joy from the upcoming Glass is in this. You got one actor from Dirty Reasons Why is part of this. Who else in this? Oh yeah, Alice Braga from that show Queen of the South is in this. I hope this movie is good because hey, an X-Men horror movie. Sign me up there. I love the X-Men movies and I love horror films, so that's a really cool combo for me. Coming in at number 75 is a film called Torrance. Now, Torrance stars Ben Affleck and is being directed by Gavin O'Connor, who directed Ben Affleck in that movie, The Accountant. And in it, a former basketball all-star who has lost his wife and family foundation in a struggle with addiction attempts to regain his soul and salvation by becoming the coach of a disparate ethnically mixed high school basketball team at his alma mater. Now, this is gonna be pretty cool to see Ben Affleck doing other roles because God knows if he's ever gonna return as Batman, you know. And this could probably be an Oscar contender for Ben Affleck. I hope Ben Affleck is good in this because with everything that's going on with his personal life, like him being in rehab and all, I'm hoping we get a really good comeback from Ben Affleck because I really think he deserves it. He's getting a lot of slack for like lots of hate for Batman and all, and God knows if like he's been off and on the project lately. God knows if I have an odd feeling we're never gonna see him as Batman again. But it's gonna be cool seeing him do other work, and I think Torrance is something that could be pretty interesting. And no, there's no release date for this yet, but it could probably come out during award season time. So keep your eye out for that. All right. Coming in at 74 is Super Intelligence. Now, this actually sounds pretty cool. It's directed by Ben Falcone, who is married to Melissa McCartney, and they've worked together a couple times on the movies Tammy, The Boss, and most recent Life of the Party. Here's the synopsis. Nothing extraordinary ever happens to Carol Peters, played by Melissa McCartney. So when she starts getting snarky backtalk from her TV, phone, and microwave, she thinks she's being punked or losing her mind, In fact, the world's first superintelligence has selected her for her observation, taking over her life with a bigger and more obnoxious plan to take over everything. Now Carol is humanity's last chance before the artificial intelligence with an attitude decides to pull the plug. That sounds interesting. And James Corden is the voice of the Tyrell. James Corden does lots of voice work. I mean, he was in the Emoji movie. What else was he on? Oh yeah, Peter Rabbit. I mean, he has an act for voiceover work. Yeah, again, he's too busy with talk shows, like with his talk show to really do major, bigger stuff. So I guess that could be it. But I mean, I like James Corden, so him in anything is a given. I'm a fan of Melissa McCartney. I kind of like Ben Falcone's films, and the synopsis sounds cool. The film comes out on December 25th of next year. Let's hope this movie gets better reviews than Holmes and Watson, which is another comedy that just got a December 25th release date this year, but that has a 0%. So hopefully Superintelligence will fare better when it comes out. All right. Coming in at number 73 is a faith-based film called Breakthrough. Here's what it's about. When he was 14, Smith drowned in Lake St. Louis and was dead for nearly an hour. According to reports at the time, CPR was performed 27 minutes to no available. Then the youth's mother, Joyce Smith, entered the room, praying loudly. Suddenly there was a pulse and Smith came around. I mean, I saw the trailer for this. It looks really powerful. It looks touching. This movie is based on a true story, which I never really heard about much about the story that this film is based on. But I kind of really like most faith-based movies. God's Not Dead 1 and 2 are actually pretty decent to me. The one I'm Not Ashamed was actually decent. So I'm down to see another faith-based feature. Now, this film comes out around Easter, so perfect timing. And it's directed by Roxanne Dawson and stars the likes of Chrissy Metz, for all you This Is Us fan, Topher Grace, who had a pretty good year with BlacKkKlansman, Luke Cage himself, Mike Colter, Josh Lucas, Marcel Ruiz, who's on that show One Day at a Time. Some pretty good cast members. The trailer looks like it's going to be pretty touching. You're probably going to need some tissues while you're watching this. So, sign me up. I think this could be something interesting. And movies like this, it's the reasons why I really love the movies, Is like big blockbusters and all are cool, but it's always nice when you come around to see a movie like Breakthrough. So hopefully this Breakthrough film will be pretty decent. And it'll be also cool to see how good Chrissy Metz could do outside of This Is Us. Because she's good on This Is Us, but it'll be cool seeing what else she could do outside of that show. Alright, coming in at number 72 is like a Kingsman prequel, actually. Now, this movie is not going to have Taron Egerton or any of the other cast members, but it's supposed to have like some newer people, like Harris Dixon from the movie Beach Rats. Who else is supposed to be in this? Oh yeah, Ray Fiennes is supposed to be in this. Dana Brühl, Charles Dance from Game of Thrones fame was just cast. I mean, I've really dug the first two Kingsman movies, but I don't know, a Kingsman movie without Taron Egerton and even Mark Strong, I don't really know if that could work. So hopefully this will become good. Matthew Vaughn is still attached to direct, so there's that. So hopefully this will be decent. Now, there's not really much of I have no idea what this new Kingsman is supposed to be about, but shooting is expected to begin in, I believe, January for a November release, so they're fast tracking this. But like I said, I hope it comes out and becomes pretty good. Alright, coming in at number 71 is Three from Hell. Now, this is actually a sequel to both House of 10,000 Corpses and The Devil's Reject. And now there's not really much of any plot details for this anyhow, but the Firefly families are back. That's all I just want to say. It's the Firefly family are back. You got Sheri Moon Zombie, Bill Moseley, and Sid Haig as three of the most coolest horror characters out there. And they're really violent too. I mean, if you guys never seen Devil's Rejects or even Houses of 10,000 Corpses, you guys gotta get on that. Those are some really creepy and gory stuff. This, of course, is being directed by Rob Zombie, who directed the other two. Rob Zombie also did the Halloween remake. The Halloween 2 he did. And he last did that movie, Dirty One. And, of course, in Three from Hell, he retains with his wife, Sheri Moon Zombie, who they worked together loads of times. I really like these characters, so it's pretty cool to see these, horror characters all back together again. I think this could be really creepy and pretty, gory. And some of the supporting characters in this are pretty cool, too. Like, this thing is supposed to have some horror icons appearing. Besides, Sheri Moon Zombie, Bill Moseley, and Sid Haig. Other people in this includes Ron Howard's brother, Clint Howard, Dirty One's Richard Brake, Assault on Prison 13's Austin Stoker, Dee Wallace from E.T. fame, Danny Trejo, Doc Jones from Glee fame, Jeff Daniel Phillips, who worked with Zombie a whole lot. Sean Welland is in this, Richard Edison. Really good cast. So I cannot wait to see what this movie is going to be about. Yeah, pretty much the Devil's Rejects series are Rob Zombie's babies. So, I mean, Devil's Reject got released in 2004. Then House of 10,000 Corpses got released in 2001 and 2002. So it's been a while since these Firefly families all came back. So yeah, I cannot wait to see how good this Three from Hell will be. And anything directed by Rob Zombie, I'll give it a go. I mean, to me, I think he's a really interesting director. Because his movies are really bloody and they're gory, and yeah, if you're a horror gory lover, Rob Zombie movies are for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my third half. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 80, Missing Link. 79, The Tax Collector. 78, Ad Astra. 77, Rambo: The Last Blood. 76, New Mutants. 75, Torrance. 74, Superintelligence. 73, Breakthrough. 72, Kingsman 3, or the Kingsman prequel, wherever it's going to be called. And 71, Three from Hell. Now, let me leave it to you guys. Are you interested in any of the films listed in my list? Are there any movies that you actually would have added in this list? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. And of course, tomorrow I'll go ahead and do 70 to 61. Anyway, don't forget, like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe. This here is Thomas Elliott signing off.